and we're live here in the FWL studios. Today we have TV star Anthony Peters in the booth with us.
How you going? I fucked up. Let's start over.
We have Playboy Stevie V as always, and then we have me, the commish.
Okay, before we get started though, last time I talked to TV star Anthony Peters, it was during the New Japan pay-per-view right when it was over, which was it was an amazing pay-per-view. But he advised me that I shouldn't be smoking while I'm on here because it pisses him off. So I'm no longer going to do that while
You're
I'm
welcome,
here.
everybody.
But I'm just going to do this one more time for TV star Anthony Peters. And
I don't have headphones on, so I can't hear that, and I'm probably not going to listen to this when I go home. So go fucking smoke away.
So today we have your WCW collector's cards that you have going on here.
Got Terry Taylor. And you know what? I'm okay with Terry Taylor. I like Terry Taylor in WCW. He's one of those guys that was a terrible face, but he was a really good heel. He was in, I don't even know if you remember when he had the York Foundation going on, where it was actually I can't even remember her name right now. Goldust's first wife, Marlena, whatever, was the head of it and stuff, and it was like a corporate thing and stuff, and it was pretty good. They had a pretty good heel run, but a lot better than Elegante, a lot better than the Lex Luger card you gave me, a lot better than the Rick Steiner card.
Whoa! You fucking shut your mouth about Lex Luger. He made me fall in love with America during the Lex Express.
You're the only person I've ever met that's ever said anything positive about Lex Luger.
Too sweet me.
I will too sweet you.
He body slammed Yokozuna on an aircraft carrier on the 4th of July.
Hold on 1 second. There's nobody can actually see what's going on here, so I need to explain to the audience that Lex Luger just received the too sweet from TV star Anthony Peters and Playboy Stevie V.
Well, because it's amazing. I've never heard anybody. This is the very first time somebody's ever said anything positive about Luger. So it's like sitting next to somebody and somebody saying, Aquaman is the best superhero ever.
Okay. Let me clarify everything. I by no means am saying Lex Luger is a fantastic worker.
He just got you into wrestling.
He got me. He kind of got me. But at the time when I was a young kid, I don't know if it was my inherent racism against or my xenophobia, but you put a USA gimmick on anyone, especially when I was a kid, I was all over it. So when he was doing the Lex Express and he came in his stupid dad jeans and his cowboy boot and he dumped Yokozuna, and it's looking back on it now, you can totally see Yokozuna working it and jumping up with it.
Had to go wash his arm afterwards.
Right, yeah.
With bleach multiple times.
But at the time I was all in, and then he had the I don't know if it was a gimmick or if it was real, but the steel forearm that he would hit people with. I was all in.
100% real. We all know that he actually has a metal plate in his arm. That's a fact.
So does that kind of character? Does that you still like that kind of character now, kind of thing, like when Swagger was doing his American thing?
I liked it. I liked it when they healed it.
When they healed it.
When they healed it, I really like it. And I actually was thinking about it, and what I really want to see, because I was watching some NXT stuff, and they got this kid in their at their house show circuit, and he's like a veteran or something, and it's the basic. I'm a veteran, hey babyface, like coming through, slapping hands, and like, hey veterans, USA. What I want to see is I want them to turn that on its head, and I want to see a veteran heel that's like,
absolutely,
you aren't as good as me. I served my country. You didn't, and I want to see them fucking heel out on that because Because it's the easiest babyface gimmick.
Hey,
that'd work. And you know why?
Hold on. 1 second. This is a PG podcast, so watch your fucking language. All right, go ahead.
And you know why that would work over so well is because he would almost have, depending if he got pushed a lot in that gimmick, that Cena factor and stuff, because he would, like if he'd be up in New York and stuff and he's going to get booed, but if he goes down south, I bet you he'll get he'll be over as hell with chairs, regardless.
I think
No,
so,
but the thing is I figured out a way to do it. Is then you just start like cutting on the fans, and you're like, you weren't there. You're too fat to be in the military, and you just go after everyone. And just going like, you would never make it. You're not as good as me. And then, but the underlying like subtleties, because I work in layers, unlike New York, is that he was never in combat, and he was just like a cook. And I think that would be the best. My head, that would be the best gimmick.
Wow, you're just a cook.
Yeah, I can buy that. That'd be pretty good.
Was that like Joe?
Well, are you talking about PCW, Joe?
Yeah.
We're already here.
I'm going hard. I'm cutting promos on everyone.
We'll get to that later.
All right.
I'm scrolling down the page right now, and I'm looking at this Dream Royal Rumble match.
Yeah, there's some people I wouldn't put in there.
There's what the fuck is Batista doing in there?
Here's what we have.
Well, mine's Iron Sheik. I know I love Sheik, but he wasn't at that level.
Let me tell
sure,
everybody who has in there. We have Mankind, Bret Hart, Iron Sheik, Razor Ramon, Kurt Angle, the Macho Man.
Miss you every day.
I miss the Macho Man.
Miss you every day.
It's Jake the Snake, Ric Flair, Goldberg, Mr. Perfect, Undertaker.
That's not even good Undertaker. That's like 1991. When he still had Brother Love as his manager.
Big Daddy Cool Diesel.
There's your winner right there. Big Daddy Cool.
Batista getting ready to put some balls in his mouth in this picture right here. Ted DiBiase, some jobber, I don't know. We have
Shawn
the British
Michaels.
Bulldog. Oh, Shawn Michaels, excuse me. Is that the guy who had the lowest ratings in all of WWE history? Oh, it was, okay. British Bulldog, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Ultimate Warrior. We have Kane, Brock Lesnar, Andre the Giant.
Ricky Steamboat.
Ricky Steamboat.
Fucking Mark.
Oh my God. I'm gonna have to flip the table over on the commish.
Then we have, I don't know, some other person. He's like some racist guy. I don't remember what his name is.
What you gonna do, brother?
Is that a picture of Val Venus?
No,
that's Raven.
Triple H.
No, that's Raven.
Is it?
That is not Raven.
That looks like Triple H.
Yeah, okay. The way his face is angled looks like Raven during the Raven squawk.
It's either
era.
Triple H or Val Venus. It's one of those.
Well, the next one is Sid, who I want to point out went over on Shawn Michaels to win a title.
Shawn Michaels, I don't think I saw that. Neither did anyone else.
Before we go, I just want to say Sid Vicious will always be my favorite because he left wrestling because of his burgeoning career in slow pitch softball.
Oh my God. Sid will always be known to me. Every time I see him, it's just the countdown goes on. Like whatever days or anything for the leg break.
Straight in half.
Oh man, seeing that Nitro, I don't know if you saw that Nitro.
Yeah.
No, the day after it happened, they showed replays of it like 8 times in slow motion.
Terry Funk, Owen Hart. What do you think of Owen Hart? We've had this conversation.
Yeah.
Let's have. What do you think of Owen Hart?
Criminally underrated.
You think?
I think. I think technically he was better than Brett, but he didn't have the passion for the business that Brett had. So he's kind of one of those guys who's like, I'm just gonna coast on my ability. I love him to death, but he was definitely like one of those guys that just never played up to his ability.
I don't think so.
Well, that's my thing on it is I just think poor Owen Hart had that curse of having Bret Hart as his brother. Bret Hart,
True.
He just wasn't gonna live up to Bret Hart. I think he was mid-carder at best. I loved him as tag team champions. All the ones he was tag team champions with were pretty cool reigns. But it's just like Chavo with Eddie. It ain't gonna happen. Christian with Edge, even though they're not related.
What? That's not even fair. You can't compare Owen Hart with Christian. Christian is terrible.
So is Chavo.
Chavo is pretty garbage.
A whole different level.
He's only. I only liked him with Pepe. That was my only.
You said Chavo, and he was so bad. Apparently, my brain didn't register you saying it. But
because you haven't been watching Lucha Underground.
Oh yeah, but with Owen Hart, this is what I'm saying. He was good. He was all right. Unfortunately, he passed away before we can see what he could do.
Very true.
Okay.
Very true.
So I'm not going to give him credit, even though he could have been that good.
I just don't see him ever being the world heavyweight champion in the face of the company. I just don't. Bret Hart could have did it, but I don't think Owen. I think Owen Hart would have got the Shawn Michaels treatment.
And honestly, I would have put CM Punk in that position or Daniel Bryan before Owen Hart.
Sure.
Oh, are we going in? Can we finish out the roster before we start talking about like who we?
Yeah, Sting could be there.
Sting, Roddy Piper, and then The Rock. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You take out Owen Hart, you put in Daniel Bryan or CM Punk.
I put in Bryan before Punk.
Yeah, and then you
put
Punk over Iron Sheik.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, even Scott Hall, I think, could be replaced.
Yeah,
I don't know about that. If he was the Outsiders with
Batista's got to go. In this lineup, I think Batista's got to go.
Who'd you replace Batista with? It has to be a big guy.
That's just like similar build.
It has to be
He's gonna say Lex Luger.
A big
No.
if you say Lex Luger,
I'm gonna too sweet you again if you do that.
No, I'm not gonna put in Lex Luger.
it has
Hold
to
on,
be
let
a
me
big
give me.
style of wrestler. You know, not a high flyer.
To me,
Well, okay. Well, hold on. Let me.
John Cena.
Oh yeah,
I could see that, but there is one glaring hole in this, and I just got out of the gym, so maybe it's just my peaks talking.
By the way,
but it's for my freaks. Let's get the Freakzilla in there. Scotty Steiner.
I agree with that completely.
Scott Steiner.
When he was in WCW,
Yeah, like when he just became batshit crazy.
Yeah.
There's Cena's missing from here.
Yeah,
though.
Cena.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Who are we going to
Cena's
take out for
missing.
Cena here then?
I would have took out Batista, but let me see. I would have put Cena over Davey Boy Smith, maybe, or Kane.
Goldberg.
You can't take Goldberg out of this.
Yeah, if it's a Dream Rumble,
No, Goldberg would get a huge pop and then eliminate half the roster before. Here's a storyline. This is Vincent right here. He would be the one to throw out most of these people towards the middle or something, but then get eliminated from shenanigans by. Let me see the setup a match.
Oh, it would be Piper.
Sid's out of here, by the way. Sid's out of here for
Oh.
Cena.
Sid's is the first one out.
No, Sid's out of here for Cena.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
And
I would
and I'm
co-sign.
And I'm throwing out right now Ricky Steamboat.
Here it is. Goldberg, shenanigans, gets eliminated to set up a WrestleMania match with Kurt Angle. Need somebody to carry that match.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm in on that.
There's somebody here that's very, very much missing, and we're taking Ricky Steamboat out of here because we're putting Chris Jericho in there.
Do we already replace Sid?
Yeah, we replaced Sid with John Cena.
Do we replace Owen Hart?
Yeah, we replaced Owen Hart with Daniel Bryan.
Okay, well, I would rather take out Terry Funk than Ricky Steamboat myself.
Can we get some Antonio Inoki in here, or some Dynamite Kid?
Yeah,
or
we're already with everybody we just exchanged. We could have just made a whole separate row.
I guess that's true. I just feel that this is my newfound love of Japanese wrestling. This is very North American.
And it's pretty cool,
based.
guys. If you
Yeah.
guys haven't seen New Japan wrestling or any of their pay-per-views, I watched it. Was it last Saturday?
Yeah.
It's and I had to watch in Japanese. I don't speak Japanese, but man, it was awesome. You got to check it out. You got to check it out. I wish, and I've told the commish here this before. I've seen some New Japan matches before I actually watched this pay-per-view, and I was like, man, I wish the WWE would allow their wrestlers to wrestle like that and have those press conferences afterwards and stuff. I said if they did that in the WWE, I think it would make it cooler. But
just for our audience, TV star Anthony Peters knows way more about overseas wrestling and indie wrestling than Indie Guy Joe. He was too intimidated to be on the podcast last week to live up to that name. So, just so everyone knows. And so, let's hear what he has to say about the New Japan pay-per-view.
Yeah, I thought it was great. I got here a little late. Work was work. So I got here probably right around the intermission, I think. So I was able to catch the last 4 or 5 matches. Naito is doing the Lord's work. I mean,
Naito, Ishii, everyone right now.
Oh yeah.
Was that the champion?
Yeah, that was the championship. Yeah. Naito is something that the Japanese audiences have never seen before, and that's one of the a Japanese guy, completely nihilistic, and just not give a shit about tradition, about honor, nothing.
And that's a big deal in Japanese wrestling.
Oh, and I love
So
that whole stable is they're doing great work.
So is that like almost just borderline like Steve Austin kind of thing for American fans to kind of compare a little bit? I know they have two different ways they dress and everything.
Right. I would say, yeah, because it's, he's kind of like that anti-hero, like, I don't give a shit, like about anybody except me. And like, I mean, he's got his stable with Sonata and Bushi and the best named wrestler of all time, just Evil. And he's like, I goddamn love that.
Evil.
But yeah, it's a breath of fresh air for everybody over there. And he's not even doing a Western style heel. It's something completely his own thing. And like, I have never seen a heel like this, where he literally took New Japan's heavyweight championship, which is one of the most prestige championships in the world, just throws it up in the air and just walks out of the ring with it. And then he did it again at Ring of Honor, where when he faced Kyle O'Reilly, he didn't even go to the ring with it. He just went on the stage, tossed it down, and then just walked.
And we'll quickly get to that Ring of Honor show in a second, but go ahead.
This New Japan thing, I'll tell you this is a true story too. I'm not even over exaggerating or anything like that, and I'm not getting paid by New Japan Wrestling. But
however, if they want to send us a few yens, I'm not going to say no.
But I've seen, a lot of wrestling matches. I'm pretty freaking old, and I've seen a lot of them, and very rarely do I just, like, get shooken up or anything like that anymore. But when I went to, when me and the commish there met up to go watch Monday Night Raw, he would say, hey, how's it going, kind of thing. And I'm like, you know what? I'm still thinking about that match. And I was like, that match is like I'm thinking about before I go to sleep and stuff. It was just some of those bumps. It was
that reverse brainbuster.
Oh my god,
dirty.
You guys need to check out the match and just watch that main event if you don't believe anything we say, because it was one of the best matches.
It was like I saw a car crash or something. Like I was a little traumatized with the whole match because it was that brutal. It was pretty good.
Let me ask you this right now: who wins this fantasy rumble that we have?
Hogan.
Hogan
wins.
Well, you got to put Hogan. Well, especially if we take Sheik out, because Sheik couldn't take the bump. Like, that's the reason why he won that old timers rumble.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. The story is Sheiky baby was like, well, I can't take that bump, so obviously I have to win. So
you call Hogan too?
No. Well, no, not in today's WWE.
No,
because he would be blacklisted. What year? Okay. What year? If we took all these at their peak and put them in a single in a year.
Now.
No. Hogan's not going over.
Because
of
what he said, he's not going over.
Sure,
so he's going to get blacklisted because of politics. So
I would say no, Rock, because he would have to promote Baywatch.
And me, if I couldn't pick Hogan because we're actually counting politically, so he wouldn't even be there, then my second choice would be Austin.
Austin.
Yeah, I think it would be Austin Rock. Rock.
It would obviously be the guy that we overlooked and throwing out of the Rumble, and it would be Kane.
Sid.
It would be Kane. Kane goes over everyone. Monster throws out everybody. Done. Okay, let's move on here. Let's see, what else we got here on this page? We got a bunch of promos we can't really play here because oh man, what terrible news this is. The Brooklyn Brawler gets released from WWE.
And right before I was going to buy him and he was going to get his huge WrestleMania push.
30-year-long wait to get pushed.
Playboy CVV is not even joking. He was going to buy him. He did buy Sting last year. Don't forget that.
I'd get the same amount of points for Brooklyn Brawler I would for Sting.
How many people did WWE release this week?
Oh, let's go into that. I mean, of the wrestlers, maybe 2 of them were actually active. So you had Sandow. That one hurts.
I don't understand. Why do you release Sandow? I don't get what their deal is with
Sandow.
Sandow.
He had to have done something to somebody. That's all I can say, because
he didn't shake somebody's hand.
Yeah, he has all the ingredients to be a megastar. He did. He could wrestle. He had good match. I mean, he had great matches. He's great on the microphone and has a great personality, and he was over. So I don't know. I don't know. But I saw it coming because they weren't doing
Yeah.
something with them anyway, so he might as well go somewhere and, maybe he can do a Gallows where he goes somewhere else, gets over big, and then WWE signs him to a bigger contract.
I would love to see that, but he's got to be
already over big in the Fed that they took him from. He was like their top heel. It was
Where did he come from?
South American Fed. I can't remember. I heard it on Talk is Jericho. But he was hated so much, people were heating up coins and throwing it at him and shit like that.
I would love to see him do like an indie run, but he's got to be smart. He can't do TNA. He can't try to go or I saw that he's on some card for Global Force, which bums me the fuck out. But and that's Jericho's bullshit promotion. But I'd love him to see like PWG. I think he could do a really good run there. Get in there for Battle of Los Angeles in August, and I think have him win a couple matches, do their traditional like 10-man tag on Sunday's card. I think that would jumpstart him. Do a run in Ring of Honor, do something like that, and start getting that heat going again.
What I would do with Sandow, like if I had to pick, because except for the WWE, how I would book him, would be I would have him sign with Ring of Honor and make some kind of a tag team with Dalton Castle.
Oh, that would be really good. That would be really good.
He just needs to not go back to that South America Fed. I'm sorry, but we need to stay in America and do this. They also released Santino Marella.
Thank God Santino Marella is still in the company. I'm really waiting for her to make a run for that WWE Women's title.
Cameron.
Girl, bye.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it looks like they released all the midgets. Hornswoggle and El Torito.
Did anybody care?
I heard Cameron got one of the rumors I read online was Cameron got released because she backed Ryback's whole why are we not getting paid equally? Why are we having
Ryback?
He's in contract negotiations. From what I've been reading, is he's in contract negotiations, and he did the whole fucking I'm on the pre-card, and why do people get paid more if they win? Da 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 da.
He's kind of doing a CM Punk.
Yeah, except he doesn't have the heat.
But everybody cared about CM Punk.
Yeah, nobody cares about
so,
that.
what would be funny is if he continues and he quits, walks out, does a CM Punk, and then goes to UFC. Wants to fight CM Punk.
I would love it.
He's going to get crushed.
Really, the only disappointment I have, really, the big one, besides, I know Sandow just needed to go.
If you say Alex Riley, I'm going to smash this glass in your head.
No,
it's Hornswoggle, right?
Zeb Coulter being gone, because I had this image.
Used horribly wrong.
I had this image in my head, hopefully thinking that when they eventually bring up the Revival from NXT.
Oh, he would have been really good with that.
They could do some trailer parks.
He would have been really good.
For days.
Vignettes
in the trailer. It might sound bad, but you said this before, but they could make them into the Briscoes.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yep.
I could see that.
Because right now they're hurting for a gimmick, and their rap country music is not helping them at all.
Goddamn. CFO's been killing it with the NXT themes, but their one needs to get taken out back and shot.
Pause the podcast right now and go play the Revival's music, and then come back, and you'll see what we're talking about.
All day, all night, all you proud Southern people, are you ready to fight? We go hard.
Alex Riley being gone, that's
Thank God. He's one of those. He is the personification of everything I hate about mid 2000s WWE.
He was good.
Just a big bland white dude has no gimmick.
He was good when him and the Miz were dating, and that was the storyline.
And then again, like I was saying with Zeb Coulter and stuff, if I had to keep Alex Riley employed, what I would have done with him is I would have put him and Swagger in a tag team and make them all almost Revenge of the Nerds, Letterman jacket.
I could see that.
With him, with Riley being like Chad Gable, and Swagger being like Ogre, and then
the problem is
have him come out with some cheerleaders like the Varsity
Alex
Club.
Riley is terrible.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
I said if I had to, so that meant I had a gun pointed to the back of my head.
And even when he was trying to get heat down in NXT, and he would hit a clothesline. He's like, "That's a clothesline for all you internet marks," and you're like, "The fuck are you doing? Why are you?" It just came off as
They
like he was reaching
That's
for,
how much.
for heat.
That's how much nobody really cares about Alex Riley. 'Cause I didn't even knew he was trying to. He was talking shit about Smarks and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was cringe-inducing the way that he was running.
So, Bad News Barrett also gets released. What do you
That's
think?
a bummer. I really
what do
love
you think of
Bad
that?
News.
Where do you think he's going to land?
I think he's like a doctor. He was like a microbiologist.
I
biologist.
read
think he goes back to
somewhere that this was coming because he already accepted a job on some soccer, football for them team.
Barrett did? Great.
Like some
Good
kind
for
of.
him. Good for him. Good for him. Get your money.
I
out of this
read that
industry
on the
and leave.
internet, guys, so that it has to be true. That's what I
Definitely.
did read on. That's why I read that.
Definitely
news from.
confirmed. And you know who wasn't? You know who didn't get released? Adam Rose.
Oh, my
Lucky
God.
guy. Lucky guy didn't get released.
He will. I mean,
He's gone.
But then
He has to
later,
be.
but then later he got arrested. So he'll be released very soon.
and I have a lot of people online. It's just really funny going, oh, well, it's not fair because Steve Austin was a wife beater and they still have him around. It's like,
Yeah, but Steve Austin made them
yeah,
millions,
that's what I'm saying.
hundreds of
These
millions
guys,
of dollars.
I'm not saying that it's right, but there's some other factors in here. I mean, don't put Adam Rose even on the same level as Steve Austin. I mean, what were they supposed to do? Like, let him go right in the middle of the Monday Night Wars or something like that? Austin. I mean, that's what it was.
I know we're fighting for our lives here, but we're gonna let go the
Yeah,
hottest thing the industry's ever
just-
seen.
Yeah, he would have just showed up at WCW, and then WWE would be WCW.
Let's talk about Extreme Rules that we got going on here.
Here we go. Let's get into some fantasy wrestling talk. I'm
Get there.
fucking Jonah Carey over here.
So this is what we have so far for the card. It's not really fully developed, but we have. Well, I'll just say how it's going to be. We have the pre-show, which is going to be the United States title match again, and it's going to be Rusev versus Kalisto. Who wins that match?
I don't care.
I love Rusev.
Yikes.
I think he's great on the. He's good on the mic. Lana's really good on the mic. She's really hot. I think he has a killer gimmick. He's a big dude. He moves great for his size. I would love to see him get. I think what happens is he wins the WWE. He wins the U.S. title, and then and then here comes.
Yeah, that's what I was
And
gonna
then
say.
here goes John Cena.
To
John Cena
him
comes
out
in.
again.
He takes the U.S. title. I don't know.
They put Rusev
Probably
back in
the-
a terrible storyline with Dolph Ziggler. That
Yeah,
makes no sense.
probably Rusev will win the Memorial Day. So basically the day after, the Monday after, John Cena shows up,
That's
takes
what-
the title back, and then we're back to big match John.
That's what I was gonna say.
Man, I hope
so.
John Cena wins. So, but I just think Kalisto's just going to retain, and then they're going to fire Rusev.
I don't fire Rusev. He's a license to print money.
So you do the Intercontinental Championship match. To me, would be a fantastic match if you got rid of the fucking Miz.
Okay, hold on.
Kevin Owens,
hold on.
Cesaro, Sami Zayn.
Hold on. The Miz is doing amazing work right now. He is putting guys over. He's not the most gifted in the ring, I'll give you that. But he is entertaining as shit. He's doing great work in this whole storyline.
I can see how.
We found you. Hey, Miz. And I know you're listening to this podcast. You have a fan here. You have.
I like his work. He's funny. He knows how to get people involved and get people
can see-
heat and get people
I
over.
can see how you think the Miz should be the champ
I'm not saying okay.
over
Hold on.
Kevin Owens.
Hold on. I'm not
Cesaro,
saying. I'm
or
not
Sami
saying.
Zayn.
I'm not. You're putting words in my mouth.
Oh no, I was just agreeing with you. That's all.
No. I'm not saying he should be the champ. I'm just saying I think he has a place in this match, and this match and his place is to get the heat because you have 3 other guys in there that aren't going to be heels. I mean, Kevin Owens technically is a heel, but everyone loves him. Cesaro is a born babyface who connects with the fans, and Sami Zayn is the whitest white meat babyface that ever babyfaced. So you have to have somebody that's heat magnet, and that's where Miz and Maurice comes from. I want Cesaro to win the match because I just picked him up.
Who's winning? Who's winning the match?
Cesaro.
Calling Cesaro?
I'm calling Cesaro.
Final?
I think this new James Bond gimmick he has, I
Who's-
think they're going to go for it.
Who is Cesaro pin? For the win.
Miss.
He's pinning the
Here's,
champ
okay,
for the
here's
win.
here's my predictions for it. Here's my predictions.
Okay.
So, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, that's going to cancel each other out. So, the way the match goes is it's your traditional 4-way. Everyone's kind of doing everything. As it breaks down, Zayn and Owens will fight out of the ring, take themselves out of it because their hatred for each other is that story. So they're just going to do everything they can to bone each other out of the championship. And then that'll leave Cesaro and Miz in the ring. And Cesaro neutralizer.
I think it's a good
1,
call.
2, 3.
It's either going to be the Miz or Cesaro.
I also think Cesaro's going to win, and I think he's going to, I like Anthony's answer on how he thinks it's going to go down. I'll just go a little bit different. I say that Kevin Owens, or something with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, but I don't know what, but I think Cesaro gets the pin on Sami Zayn.
Cesaro gets the pin on Sami Zayn. I think that Sami Zayn has the match won. Done. It's won. And then Owens comes in there.
Yep.
They start fighting with each other. Then he runs in there and he has the match won
I can
against
see that.
Cesaro. And Cesaro's down. He falls down. He's sitting there. They're fighting. They're out of the ring. And then Miz comes in to get the cover. Bam. Cesaro pops up. Neutralizer done.
So Zayn, haluva kick. 1, 2, in comes Owens. They go out to the outside. Miz comes in, goes to lock in the figure 4. Cesaro kicks him into the ring into neutralizer.
Done.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's exactly how it's going to happen.
I think that this possibly could be the match of the night. It's a very, very close call, in my opinion.
Agreed.
Okay, so now we have the tag team title match. This is
The Vaudevillains. I'm telling you, the Vaudevillains need to win this match.
I was about to say that. The Vaudevillains need this win
I think
more
that
than the New Day. New
they're
Days are
going
made.
over.
If they don't go over, the Vaudevillains are going to get ascensioned out. But if it would be smart to have them go over the New Day, and because it would shock a lot of people too. But then you can start them having a lot of storylines as being the champs, and maybe the crowd will get used from the mainstream crowd.
It all depends on actually when Enzo's coming back from injury. What's going to happen in that match all depends on when Enzo's coming back, because the only reason that they would give the Vaudevillains the belt is so they can give the belt to Enzo and Cass, because New Day is face right now, and they don't want to double book faces, and they already have too many heels, so they don't want New Day to go back heel.
And Enzo's hurt because of the Vaudevillains. So
right.
It completely writes itself. I think that's a great one. I think you give Vaudevillains a couple months as a run as champs. You give them 1 or 2 title defenses. That way, it builds them up. It builds, it gets them over, and then because you got Cass in that storyline with Jericho right now, so he's doing his own thing. And then when that wraps up, Enzo comes back, and then Mike drops on Vaudevillains.
I'd have Enzo and Cass going over the Vaudevillains for the tag team titles if they win it at SummerSlam.
Okay, now we have Jericho versus Ambrose, with the possibility of Cass being in there in the 3-way match. We're not really sure, that hasn't been confirmed, but who do you call for that match? I'm calling Y2J all the way.
Yeah, Jericho's going to go over, I think, this time. But, God, I'm loving this feud, though.
That stupid idiot broke his $15,000 jacket.
There's almost nothing better in the wrestling world than heel Chris Jericho.
No, for sure.
He's great.
I have been a huge mark for heel Jericho since his feud with Malenko in WCW. That was when he brought the picture of Boris out, and he was like, "This one's for your dead daddy." I was like, "Well, this is my new guy."
What idiots WCW was for letting him go, man.
I think we've talked about this on multiple podcasts.
Goddamn WCW.
Yeah.
Let's just push Kevin Nash, this Y2J guy.
So come on, who wins the match? We're assuming that it's a 3-way match. Who wins?
Cass.
Cass, huh?
I go Cass.
Vaudevillains.
What the fuck?
No, we're talking about fucking Jericho and
Jericho, Ambrose, and Cass. Assuming that it's a 3-way match.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't think Cass is gonna to come out and have a 3-way match, Jericho's going to win.
I'd still call him Jericho, yeah. No matter what, if it's a one-on-one or if it's a 3-way, Jericho wins. And Jericho puts somebody in the lion tamer.
You know, in Zone Cast, that tag team's in trouble if, for some reason, if it is a 3-way, if Cass turns on Ambrose and him and Jericho become a thing.
That won't happen.
You'll know that
they gotta
it's like
keep Cass
Dragon Gun.
face because there's no way it ends over too.
Submission match with Flair banned from ringside here with Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Let's just move on from that because he's just gonna win.
Which works great for me because that's 5 more points for me. But yeah, Charlotte. They're just waiting because they don't want to insert Sasha Banks until SummerSlam because that's going to be her.
That's when the belt's gone from Charlotte.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, now we have the World Heavyweight Championship match with Roman Reigns and AJ Styles.
Reigns, he's going to retain. Again, beat some kind of shenanigans. But you know what? With Roman Reigns, I've been digging this feud.
That was one of the things I wanted to talk about today.
I think this has been one of his better, and his matches with AJ Styles have been some of Roman Reigns' best matches. I know AJ Styles has wrestled with tons of other people with hell of ring experience and stuff like that and puts on 5-star matches, but I'm enjoying their matches because I think one of the reasons too I'm enjoying it because Roman Reigns looks like a legitimate big guy powerhouse against Styles.
For sure.
I mean it just does. I mean it works. But I just don't think Roman Reigns is going to drop the title yet.
There's going to be so much bullshit in that match, and somehow when that match ends, AJ Styles is going to have the belt. So they can keep doing the feud. The feud is ultimately going to end up with Roman Reigns getting the belt back.
Okay, so you're calling AJ Styles win the championship?
Yeah, but there's going to be tons of bullshit in the match.
I can see that.
It's
basically just going to be a stable match, kind of what just the Extreme Rules.
So they can continue the match and Roman Reigns can win the title back.
Right. I could. It's SummerSlam. Because is there a pay-per-view in between Extreme Rules and SummerSlam, or is it just going straight into SummerSlam?
I think there is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a pay-per-view. I just don't know the name of it.
Right.
Isn't Money in the Banks before SummerSlam?
Yeah. I think you're right.
When's Night of Champions?
That's after SummerSlam. Yeah, that's in the fall.
Right.
But to kind of go off what Steve was saying, Monday's match is the exact match Roman Reigns should have been having this entire push. Like where he at the end, like the last couple weeks where he just gets pissed and just starts destroying everything.
Yep.
That's the Roman Reigns we need to see, just being a Khal Drogo motherfucker coming through and just destroying everything. Just murder spear and give him a jackhammer. I don't care, but do away, but give him like that where he doesn't really talk a lot. He just comes in and it's like, oh, you're in my way. I'm going to do everything I can to murder you.
So who wins the match?
Roman.
Yes.
I have Roman. I don't think the title changes at Extreme Rules. I think they wait for title changes at SummerSlam, Rumble. They're the big four.
Yeah, and internet wrestling fans who are listening to this, these are actually right here. All three of us are actually talking unbiasedly because I know whatever Roman Reigns does.
Oh yeah.
Even if he woke up tomorrow, let's just say he woke up tomorrow and someone gave him superpowers that now he can wrestle like Neville, you guys would still fucking hate him.
Yeah, it's too late.
Goddamn marks.
Fucking smarts.
And I just want to say that I know what I'm talking about because unlike PCW Joe, I was in the lead in Ring of Honor.
Actually,
and the only reason why I'm not anymore because I decided to make the genius decision to buy Cesaro.
And he's the only person to actually make a purchase. He's the first person to make a purchase.
That was a great purchase, too.
The idea came off of his head. He just walked in and said, I'm giving Cesaro.
Yeah.
Duh. And that was it.
Yeah, exactly. So, Patty, Joey, Mike, feel comfortable with your measly 5 points. Oh, we got 5 points. I'm coming for you. I'm not done yet. Cesaro's taking the belt. That's 15 points. You got Roman keeping. That's another 5. You got Charlotte's going to keep. That's another 5. Who knows? I don't even know who's all on my roster. Sheamus will probably get me a win. Del Rio will probably get me a win. He's winning right now. I should get points because Del Rio is banging Paige.
Wow,
you're not going to get any points because now he's going to die of AIDS. Now, anyways, when I was looking at the scores,
Oh, Biggie. Oh, plus I got Biggie.
yeah, Biggie's.
Give me all the points. Give me all the points.
The only thing I was looking at on here, and the only thing that I really saw was that Joe had no points.
Actually, Joe is in last place.
Oh, he's in last place.
Oh, this is a little embarrassing.
And Joe's been talking a gang of shit to you.
Yes. He says I'm not even on his level.
That's what he
He
says.
says which, okay, yes, technically it's true because I'm down in Ring of Honor. But it's because you guys couldn't get me in last year because Joe and the dark government that wants to hold me down in professional fantasy wrestling.
It's a conspiracy.
You know, it's a goddamn conspiracy against old TV star Anthony Peters because Joe is up in his ivory towers with his 2 belts. Well, guess what? I'm coming for those belts, Joe. It may not be for this year, but it's going to be next year after I win Ring of Honor and I get promoted to the main roster. I'm going to come. I'm going to take everything you love. I'm going to destroy everything you love. I'm going to burn that ivory tower to the ground.
Well, to be fair, you'll probably be promoted winning ROH, but you'll be very disappointed because Joe will take your place in ROH.
Oh, there would be no greater joy in my life.
Now, if Joe actually got demoted to last place, he would kind of have a career down to something. He would kind of have a fantasy wrestling career equivalent to Jeff Jarrett, right?
Yeah, I can see that.
Was world champion WCW
for sure,
a couple times, and now all of a sudden he's in TNA.
Yeah.
No, he's not even in TNA. He had to make his stupid own promotion, Global
Did he make
Force.
himself champion again?
Probably.
And
I don't know.
whoever is the losing Fed next year gets renamed TNA, by the way.
Yeah, like for instance, like in your league, if you're in first place, in the other league, the first place person, whoever gets promoted out of those two, because whoever has the most points,
Right.
The Fed, like down here, it's like if it was you and you won Ring of Honor, that league gets renamed TNA.
Yep.
Yes, I like it.
Well,
I told the commish here that the best thing that he could do is if Joe got demoted to rename the league he's in to PCW.
That would be so great.
okay. Well, we're just about out of time here, so let's everyone call Joe a jobber, and we'll end the podcast.
Jobber.
Joe, you're one of the biggest jobbers I know.
Jobber. Have a good night, everyone. Friday the 13th. Have a happy Friday the 13th.